Tonight, COVID and burglars and a basilisk. Oh my.
Online shopping is on the rise, but is your coin purse being pinched too tight? Also ahead, a special interview with the Skullmaster you won't want to miss.
Bone at 5's the news you need.
Now, live from our Bone at 5 News Center, here is the Skullmaster.
Thank you for joining us. Our top story, 2020. Seriously, what could be next? We surveyed random people at the only Arby's in downtown Burlington, Ontario, to predict the next big shocking news event taking place after this pandemic, and to also find out who the heck eats Arby's. Well, an overwhelming 54% of these die-hard roast beef loving weirdos predict aliens are on their way to Earth. 34% believe killer hornets will attack us at some point this summer, and 9% are confident that animals will begin speaking the human language. Interesting. Which leaves a tiny fraction of those left, thinking the Earth will be proven flat. This is a very interesting poll taken from a group of people that no one knew existed. If you have an interesting news story for the Bone at 5, or if you owe us money, contact our newsroom at theboneat5@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. Okay, let's now check in with Tommy Toronto. He's our number one field reporter, and he filed this report from out east. Tommy?
Thank you, Skullmaster. The insanity of self-isolation has propelled Canadians to shop online like they are frickin' Kardashians. I mean, businesses have seen a rise in online shopping so large that deliveries can't even keep up. It's like every day is Black Friday, minus the shoving and the pushing and the trampling each other. But I gotta ask, does Maria really need that MAC eyeliner? Probably not. Does Kathy need those red bottom shoes? No. Does Andrew need that chainsaw? No. Well, probably because he's a lumberjack. But listen, my point is, save your cashola, stay home, play with your kids, read a book. This lockdown is going to go by faster than a Britney Spears marriage. All right, now let's take a look at arts and culture. And as you can see, art galleries and theaters are all closed. All the more reason to stay the fuck home. Don't be an idiot. All right, let's check back in with the Skullmaster with this week's SmackDown story.
All right, SmackDown story time, and you're looking at a live shot, ladies and gentlemen, of what appears to be an automobile dealership for burglars. This is just a few short blocks away. Our Bone at 5 team caught this and sent it right into me. Of course, it's still early to tell, and obviously we don't want to speculate at this time. However, it could also be a delivery drivers gearing up for the Mother's Day weekend. As soon as we get more information, we will report live back at you. That's this week's SmackDown story.
Welcome to a special segment we are calling the Spotlight Interview. And our special guest this week is none other than the Skullmaster. This is really going to give us a chance to dive in and get to know the face of the Bone at 5. Skullmaster, thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for letting our viewers get to know you a little bit better.
Well, thank you, Tommy. Thank you. You know the pleasure is all mine. It's important that our viewers get to know our team and why we do what we do.
I couldn't agree more, Skullmaster. But let's get right to it. Our viewers want to know, why the mask? I mean, I know, but we want to hear it from you. What is its purpose, and why not just remove it?
Well, you know, Tommy, I used to be a lucha libre champion god back in Mexico. That's when I was a wrestling champion. I once defeated 200 men in about 8 days, nonstop. So, you know, I had to wear the mask. It's kind of a tradition, you know. Just I'm always used to it, so you know, I never take it off. I mean, right now my hair is a little kind of combed back, so you know, I'm casual, but yeah, I never take it off.
Yeah, you know, I can definitely relate. I too come from a different country and a different way of life. In New York, I was a taxi driver, and when I was offered the opportunity to move to Toronto and join the team at the Bone at 5, I jumped at the chance. I mean, and it was just a coincidence that my last name was also Toronto, so it was a no-brainer.
Yes, Tommy. Well, that's just the way it goes.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Skullmaster, for giving us the opportunity to get to know you better and for always bringing us the news we need. Now, let's take a look at this week's Supernatural Second.
Have you ever been accosted by a basilisk? The Bonet 5 wants to hear your story. Email us at thebonet5@gmail.com.
This has been the Bonet 5. On behalf of Tommy Toronto, I'm the Skullmaster. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Stay safe out there.